Hello everyone. Now today we will see the circle generation algorithm, from which we are going to see the Bresenham circle drawing algorithm. So in last lecture we have seen this circle generation algorithm introduction. Now we will start with Bresenham circle generation algorithm. So these are the two types of circle generation algorithm, that is Bresenham's and midpoint. So question on this Bresenham circle drawing algorithm can be like this. These are frequently asked university questions. Then next we will see the introduction behind this Bresenham's, how the formulas are derived in this Bresenham circle generation algorithm, that we have to see now. So we have seen that DDA line drawing and Bresenham's line drawing. So what is the basic difference between them? That DDA works on the floating point, but Bresenham's works on only integer. The same thing here also. This Bresenham circle generation algorithm does only have the integer arithmetic. Okay, so it is not using any floating point number, rather it is using only integers, which make it faster than the floating point. Obviously it will be a faster. Then the circle is generated by considering the center point as a origin with radius r, right. So whenever we are drawing any circle, we are considering a center, and with that center, by considering the radius, we are drawing that particular circle. So the algorithm calculates one new pixel per step, means for every step we are calculating which will be the next point on that particular circle. So for this we can use that octant symmetry property that we have seen in the last lecture, right. So we are dividing it into the, either you can divide that into the quadrant, or you can divide, if you are dividing by into the quadrant, then you can use the 90°. If you want to divide it into the octants, then you are using a 45° angle, right. So then from any point, for example xn, yn on that circle, what will be the next point? If I am saying, now suppose this is what my Pn is having its value as a xn and yn. You can see here, this is what the Pn, its coordinates are xn and yn, right. So this coordinates we are having for this current point Pn, which is on the circle. Now I want to find out the next coordinate that will be lie on that particular circle. So what will be the next coordinate? So the next coordinate will have its value as a xn plus 1 and yn plus 1, right. So which two things we can have? We can have this A, right. In this A, or you can use this B also, right. So for this particular point, if I want to find out the next point, so either I can choose A or I can choose B. Okay, so these are the two options, and the coordinates are for this is xn plus 1, and here you are decrementing yn by 1, so it is yn minus 1, right. So what will be the value of A? Suppose Pn is your current point and you are finding out the next point. So next point either will be A or it will be B. Okay. So if you are considering the point A, then what is the coordinates of point A? Xn plus 1 and yn. If you are considering the point B, then what will be the coordinate? Xn plus 1, yn minus 1. These are the coordinates of A and B. Then next you have to select one of these two pixels. Okay. You are selecting only one. So how we are selecting? So for that we have to perform some test on that 2 points, right. Means which point is satisfying the circle of equation, only that point is lying on that circle, right. So what is the function of circle, or what will be the equation we are going to use? So the equation of this is x square plus y square minus r square. This equation we have seen in last lecture, right. It is in the form of dx square plus dy square, right. So this is what the equation we are going to use to find out whether I have to select A point or a B point. So this equation I have taken over here, that is x square plus y square minus r square. Now I will determine that function. Okay. So how? If f of x comma y is 0, then x and y will be the point onto the circle. Means whenever any particular point is satisfying the equation, satisfying means if f of x comma y is equal to 0, means that particular point is lie on that circle. Okay. If the value of this function is equal to 0, means the point is lie on a circle. But if its value, now you can see here, right, if this is what the point and this point is satisfying the equation of a circle, then you can say that this point is lying on that circle, or it is lying on the circumference of the circle, right. Another thing, if suppose you are solving this equation and if that equation is having its value less than 0, means what, the point is inside the circle. So, you can see that if this is the point and this point is having its value less than 0, means after putting the equation x and y coordinates in this equation and its value will become less than 0, this means the point is inside the circle. And the next thing, if your x this function is giving the value as a greater than 0, that means your point is lie outside of that circle. So, this is the thing we have to find out. So, first of all, what we will do? First we will find out the coordinates of that particular point and then we will check whether that point is satisfying the equation of circle or not. Okay. So, if it is satisfying the equation, means it is on a circle. If it is less than, means it is inside the circle. If it is greater than 0, means the point is completely outside that circle. So, this thing we have to see. So, now let us see a point A, the equation of a circle will be for a point A. This is what the point A. For that we have to find out the equation of a circle. So, what is the coordinates of point A? xn plus 1 comma yn. So, we have to put that coordinate of this point A into this equation. Okay. So, I will put that into the equation. So, what will be my equation? X square. What is the x here? Xn plus 1. So, xn plus 1 bracket square plus yn square minus r square. This is what the equation of a point A for this circle, right. Then for a point B, what is the coordinates of a point B? It is nothing but xn plus 1 and yn minus 1. So, I will put this coordinates into this equation and the equation becomes f of b, right. For a point B, it will becomes xn plus 1 bracket square plus yn minus 1 bracket square minus r square. So, these are the two equations of these 2 points. Now, if any equation is satisfying the equation of a circle, means its value will become 0, then that point will lie on that circle. But it may happen that 2 points are outside, it may happen both are the points are inside, it may happen one is outside, one is inside, or one is on a circle and remaining is outside or inside. So, these are different cases. So, let us see that different cases. So, according to this, whether it is inside or outside, we will check with the different 5 cases. Now, here it is given, suppose this is what my point Pn. Now, I want to find out the next point which is lie on a circle. Okay. So, for that next point we are having these 2 options A and B, but you can see that this both A and B are inside the circle. Okay. So, case 1 is what? It is above the A, means your curve or your circle is above the A and also above the B. So, you can see that A and B are both are inside. Another case is there, this is what your point, you are finding your next point. So, it may happen that the A is on the circumference of the circle and B will be inside of that circle. So, what you will say that circle is passing through point A, right. The next thing can be like this, this is what your point Pn, and you want to find out the next point which is lying on a circle or not. So, this is what A which is completely outside the circle, another point B which is completely inside the circle. So, how we are defining this inside and outside? Depending on this, means whenever your f of A is equal to 0, means point is on the circle. If your f of A is less than 0, means that point is inside the circle. If your f of A is greater than 0, means your point is outside the circle. So, this is what the case that your curve or your circle is in between A and B, and one point is outside, one point is inside. Another case is that if you have this point, then A will be outside and the B is on the circumference of the circle. So, this is also case that your circle is passing through point B, or another way is this is what a point and you are having both the points as, on the outside of the circle. So, these are nothing but the 5 different cases, and these all cases we have to see whenever we are choosing the point A and B. So we have to check for this all 5 cases in this Bresenham circle drawing algorithm. Okay. So from this now you can see this is what the same thing I have taken over here. According to that I will find out. Now whenever I am considering the case 1, so in that case both are the point are inside. So insides are showing with the minus sign. If there is sum, then you have to calculate the sum of this. So minus will become minus. Okay. Then for the next thing, one point is on the circumference of circle, means what will be the equation of that circle? It will be f of a is equal to 0. So that is why I am here saying it is 0 and b is inside, that is why minus. Why minus? Because f of b will be less than 0, that is why I am representing it with a minus. Okay. So it will be 0 minus, answer will be minus. Okay. Then sum will be minus. Then next is a, for case number 3, the a is outside the circle, means your f of a is greater than 0, that is why I am showing it with the plus. B is inside, that is why minus. And what will be the summation of that? The summation will be 0 also, means plus 3 minus 3 it will become 0 also, plus 3 minus 2 it will become plus 1 also, or minus 3 plus 2 it will become minus 1 also. So answer can be 0, answer can be minus, answer can be plus. So it depends upon again the value. Then for the case number 4, what you can see here, A is outside, that is why it is plus, B is on circle, that is why it is 0, and what will be the addition? Addition will be plus, right, addition will be positive. Then for 5th number case, both are outside, that is plus and plus, because f of a and f of b both are greater than 0, therefore they are plus and summation will be plus. So in this way we have to see whether that inside and outside. So what we are taking? We are taking the summation of f of b and f of a. So that is we have to see over here. Now again we will start with the case number 1. So for this case I will take the summation of f of a and f of b. So from this f of a both are negative, the summation is also negative, means both points are inside the circle, right. So which point I have to select? From a and b I will select a, because it is more near to the curve, or it is more near to the circle than point b. So in that case I will select a as my next point. Okay. In another case, that is case number 2, you can see one point is on the circle and another is inside, that is why I am mentioning it as a 0, that is on a circle, means it is satisfying the equation, and minus means it is less than 0, that is why it is having a minus sign, right. So here f of a is equal to 0, that means a curve is passing through point A. Here f of b is less than 0, means point B is inside the circle. So which point you are going to choose? So I will select point A, because it is passing from the circle. The next case is case number 4. Why I am not taking case number 3? Because it is somewhat complicated, because we are getting the summation in 3 form. It will be minus, 0 or plus. So we will see this case number 3 after case number 5. So what is the case number 4? In this case number 4 we are having this type, that f of a is greater than 0 means a is lying outside, f of b is equal to 0 means that b is on the circumference of the circle. So which point I am going to select? But obviously b I am going to be select. Then next is case number 5, in that both points are outside, that is f of a is also greater than 0, f of b is also greater than 0. That means a and b are lying outside. So which point I am going to select? So same like a case 1, I will be the select that point which is more nearer to that curve. So point B is very near to the curve or circumference of the circle. So I will select the point B as it is very near to the curve. So these are all the cases, case 1, 2, 4 and 5. Now we will see what is the case number 3. In case number 3, one point is inside, one point is outside. So what I have to do? Which point we should take, whether A or B? So for that we will see, we are calculating the summation of that function. So now we are having some mathematical expressions, or we are solving some mathematical expressions over here. So see carefully. For this starting point, that is nothing but P0, I am saying this is what my P0, it is having its value as x0 and y0. Okay, x is 0, but what is the value of y? It is nothing but the radius of circle, right. So, means this is what the center of a circle, this is what the radius, and from this point you are drawing the circle, right. So, from this point we are drawing the circle. So, in this case I am considering x y as a 0 comma r, means your x coordinate is 0, but y coordinate is what? R, that is nothing but radius. Okay. Then for this case number 3, that is one point is inside and one point is outside, first we will find out the value of f of a. So, how I am going to find out? First I will find out the coordinates of this f of a. I will find out the coordinates of f of a. So, what is the coordinate of a? Coordinate of a is nothing but x plus 1 and y, right. The coordinates of a is nothing but x plus 1 and y. These are the coordinates. So, what I am going to do here, in this I will solve the this equation of a circle, that is nothing but x square plus y square minus r square. So, I will put this coordinate x plus 1 and y into this equation. So, it will becomes x 0 plus 1 bracket square plus y 0 bracket square minus r square. So, what is the value of x 0 initially? It is nothing but 0. So, 0 plus 1 bracket square plus what is the value of y? Y I am saying that y is nothing but r, that is why I am putting the value of y as a r, value of x as a 0, value of y as a r. So, it is 0 plus 1 bracket square plus r square minus r square. So, minus r squares get cancelled over here, and the value of f of a is equal to 1, right. F of a is equal to 1 means f of a is greater than 0, that means point is lying outside the circle, right. Same thing we are doing over here, that we will find out same the b coordinates. What is the coordinate of b? X plus 1 and y minus 1, right. So, I will put that value in the equation of circle. So, it will becomes that x plus 1 bracket square plus y minus 1 bracket square minus r square. So, what is the value of x? 0. What is the value of y? R. So, in this way I am solving this 0 plus 1 bracket square, that is 1 plus this r minus 1 bracket square will become, it will become r square minus 2r plus 1, right. This is nothing but a minus b bracket square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So, in that format I have solved this r square minus 2r plus 1 and minus r square. So, r square get cancelled, and this will become 1 plus 1 2 minus 2r, right. So, after that what we are doing? We are taking the summation of f of a and f of b, right. So, what will be the summation of f of a and f of b? It will be 1 plus 2 minus 2r, that will becomes 3 minus 2r, right. So, this is what the summation of a plus b. Then, so depending on whether that sum is greater than, less than or equal to 0, we will select the next point. So, depending upon this summation we are going to select our next point. Okay. So, now there are two steps, means which point I have to select, either A or B. For that we are having a two steps. Now, see, if that S value, means whatever we have calculated in the previous slide, that is this sum is denoted by S. So, by this we are calculating the S, that is 3 minus 2r, right. So, depending on that S we will find whether we have to select A or B. So, if that S is less than 0, right, if the value of that S is equal to 3 minus 2r, if the value of that S is less than 0, then the next point will be A point. Okay. So, which point we have to select? If that S is less than 0, then I will select A point. Okay. So, for that, this is what the equation of coordinates of A point, xn plus 1 and yn, these are the coordinate. So, I will call that point as a Pn minus 1. So, you can see here I have selected, right. If I am saying that if S is less than 0, then which point I have to select? A point. So, here I have selected A point. I am saying that A is denoted as a Pn plus 1. Okay. Then for next pixel, after that A, which point I have to find out? Again there are two choices, right. So, for this Pn plus 2, again I am having these two choices, either A or B. Okay. Again from this A and B, how I am going to calculate the next point, means what will be the equation for that particular thing. So, in that I will call this point as a S nu. The selection of this point will becomes S nu. The selection of this point is a S. Now, the selection of the next point will become S nu. So S nu is nothing but again I am going to take the summation of f of A and f of B. Okay. So what is the coordinates of A? Now the coordinates of A is xn plus 2 and yn. So you can see that the coordinates of A is xn plus 2 comma yn. What is the coordinate of B? It will becomes xn plus 2 and yn minus 1. So these are the coordinate. So what will be the S nu? I will take the I will put that coordinates into the equation of circle, that is x square plus y square minus r square. So you can see that for S nu, xn plus 2 bracket square plus yn square minus r square, this is for f of A. Same I am writing the equation for this B also, that is xn plus 2 bracket square plus yn minus bracket square and minus r square, right. So in this way I am solving that, and after solution of this equation I get that S nu, means I am doing the summation of S nu minus S, right. So S nu will becomes S plus 4xn plus 6. How it comes? Here I am showing you that initially this is what the S we have calculated. So I will open all the brackets. So you can see there here that xn plus 1 bracket square is nothing but xn square plus 2xn plus 1 plus yn square minus r square. This is the first term. Then second term will become again xn square plus 2xn plus 1. This I am opening, then plus yn square minus 2yn plus 1 minus r square. So in this way I am solving this, and after solution I am getting this as a remainder. Then next thing, this is what S nu. This is the equation of S nu from the previous slide. Again I am opening the bracket, and after solving this I am getting it as a 2xn square plus 8xn plus 2yn square minus 2yn plus 9 minus 2r square. Okay, this is what the two equation. Now what I have to do? I have to do S nu minus S. So S nu minus S I am doing in this way. This is what the S nu, and this is minus S. So this minus will multiply with all the terms in the bracket. So this minus will becomes, now you can see this minus 2xn minus plus minus minus plus minus 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 plus, then minus into 3 minus and minus minus plus. So now you have to solve this. So for solution 2xn square minus 2xn square will get cancelled. Same way 2yn square get cancelled. Same way 2yn minus 2yn and plus 2yn gets cancelled, and minus 2r square and plus 2r square gets cancelled. So what is the remaining thing? That is 8xn minus 4xn is 4xn plus 9 minus 3 is plus 6. So what is the remaining thing? 4xn plus 6, but I want only the S nu. So S will becomes plus on this side. So the equation will become S nu is equal to S plus 4xn plus 6 when you are choosing your first point as a A, right. So in this way the equation will become S plus 4xn plus 6. This is for the new S. New S means first of all you have find out the value of S. Depending on that value of S, you are finding the next point, whether A and B. So when you are selecting A, then I will call as a new S. That is again a decision variable that are going to find out the next point for your circle, right. So in this way, for the next pixel, that is Pn plus 2, we have to select S, the A and B depending upon this S nu value. So whenever your S nu is less than 0, then you have to select A. If it is not less than 0, then you have to select point B. So in this way we have to work. This is what the step 1. In another step 2 means here for this point, if you get your S value as a greater than 0, so rather than selecting A, what I am selecting? I will select a point B. You can see here I have selected point B and I am marking that point as a Pn plus 1. So for the next pixel means after this pixel there are again I have to find the new pixels. So which are the new pixels? A and B. Okay. First of all we have seen the case that after Pn I have selected A. Now I am seeing the case after Pn I am not selecting A but I am selecting B, because here my S is greater than 0. So I am selecting the value as a B. So in that case again I have to find the next point after that B. That next point will be again this new A and new B. So again I will take the summation of this f of A and f of B. So what is the coordinates of f of A? It is nothing but xn plus 2 and yn minus 1. So you can see here. Then next for b, the value will be xn plus 2 and yn minus 2. For this b, it is yn minus 2. So in this way, I will solve this equation that in the form of x square plus y square minus r square, and after solving all the equation, after that we get s nu is equal to s plus 4 into xn minus yn plus 10. How? You can see here that this is what the s nu from previous slide, this is what the s from the previous slide. Then I have to make the subtraction of that s nu from s, right. So this is what the s nu equation minus in bracket whole s value, right. Then this minus will becomes minus, then plus minus minus, plus minus minus, plus minus minus, minus minus plus. Then many terms gets cancelled over here, and after solving this all the terms in a bracket, we are getting that next equation as a s plus 4 into xn minus yn plus 10. Okay, initially we get s nu minus s as a 4 into xn minus yn plus 10, but after that I just want a new s, so I will take this s on this side as a positive s. So these are the two cases. Now we will see the steps. Means we have to find the initial value of s. If s is less than 0, then we have calculated s nu. If s is greater than 0, then we are calculated s nu. So this we have to put into the steps. So you can see, first of all I will accept the radius of a circle, that is 0 comma r, right. This is what the 0, this is what the radius, right. So I have accepted 0 comma r. After that we will calculate the initial decision parameter. So what we have get in initial decision parameter in the previous slides, that is s is equal to 3 minus 2r. Okay, so that is my initial parameter for this Pn. This is my s value. After calculating the s, I will select whether I have to select a or a b depending on this s value. So I will check if s is less than 0. Okay, if s is less than 0, then which point I have to select? I have to select the point a, right. Otherwise I have to select point b. So if s is less than 0, I will say that I have to update my s as a s is equal to s plus 4x plus 6. That is our first equation for this step, s is less than 0, right. For that step we have get that s value as a s is equal to s plus 4x plus 6. In that case we are incrementing x by 1 but not incrementing y. Why? Because I am selecting this point, a point, right. So for this a point we are just incrementing x, but y will remain same. That is why we are not incrementing y, we are just incrementing x for that point a, right. Otherwise what we will do then for else means whenever your s is greater than 0 means I will select point b, and for point b what is the equation we got? We got s plus 4 into bracket x minus y plus 10. So in that case I am also incrementing x by 1 and decrementing y by 1. So you can see here the y is decremented by 1, right. Then next thing, after that we have to replicate our point depending on that octant symmetry property. Sorry. So you have seen this is what the octant symmetry property. So after calculating one point, I will replicating all the points into the remaining 7 octants. And then we are finding this up to the x is less than y. Until your x is less than y, you have calculating your x and y. So now this we are going to see by example. So our example is what? Plot a circle by Bresenham's algorithm whose radius is 3 and center is given as a 0, 0. Okay. So now I am saying that radius is 3. So r is equal to 3 now, and center is xc is equal to 0 and yc is equal to 0. So what will be my first step? I will take I will plot my first point. Plus first point will becomes 0, r. Okay. Center is 0, 0 and the first point will become 0, r. So what is r here? 3. So I will put that 0, 3 will be my first point. So I have mentioning that 0, 3. Then I will find out the rest point by using that octant symmetry property. So what will be the rest point? 0, 3, 0, minus 3, minus 3, 0 and 3, 0. These all things we have seen in octant symmetry property. So, this is what your first point I have plotted, that is 0, 3. This is my first point. Then I am replicating this point in all the things. Now, you can see here the replication. So, this is what it is, the replication of this 0, 3. These are the 3 replication of 0, 3, that is 3, 0, minus 3, 0 and 0, minus 3. Then we will find the initial value. Initial value is nothing, initial value of decision parameter. S is decision. Depending on S, we are choosing whether A or B, right? Depending upon the value of S, we are choosing A or B. So, S is what here? S is equal to 3 minus 2R. What is the value of R? 3. So, it will becomes S is equal to minus 3. So, now S is minus 3. So, I will check whether my S is less than 0 or greater than 0. So, yes, here my S is less than 0. So, what I have to do? I have to update my S is equal to S plus 4x plus 6. This is I have taken from algorithm, right. So, it is S is equal to S plus 4x plus 6, that is minus 3 plus 4 into 0 plus 6, that becomes 3. And then I am incrementing x by 1, but I am not incrementing or decrementing y. So, x is incremented by 1, you can see over here, and y is keep it as it is, because we are selecting the point which is next to that point. So, in that A point, for that A point, y is not decremented, y will remain same, only x is incremented by 1. So, that is why we have incremented x by 1. So, what is the value of x now? 0 plus 1, 1, and y will remain same, that is nothing but r, which is equal to 3. Okay. So, what I have get a new point as a 1 and 3. So, I have to plot 1, 3. So, I will mention here 1, 3. Then next thing, now I will check what is the value of S here. Now, new value of S is 3, right. So, I will check whether 3 is greater than 0. Yes, 3 is greater than 0. So, it will go in the else part, and in the else part, what is the equation? S is equal to S plus 4 into xy plus 10. So, in that equation I will put the value, and I will get after that S is equal to 5, and that case x is incremented by 1. So, x will become x plus 1. So, what is the previous value of x? That is 1. So, 1 plus 1 is 2, and the y is decremented. You have to decrease y by 1. So, in that case y is equal to y minus 1, means as we are incrementing x and y is decrementing, means which point we are selecting now? I am selecting the B point, right. So, I have to plot that 2, 2. So, you can see here I have inserted that 2, 2. Again I will check what is the previous value of S? 5. So, S is greater than 0. Again I have to update that S is equal to S plus 4 into x minus y plus 10. So, now S is my 15, x is incremented, y is decremented for this condition, right. So, what I have got now? 3, 1. So, I will plot a new point, that is 3, 1 over here. So, you can see the 3, 1. Then I will plot this 3, 1. Okay. Now, how I am going to replicate this? So, first is 0, 3. Then I am replicating that 0, 3 in all the quadrants. The next point is 1, 3. This is what the 1, 3. So, I will replicate this 1, 3 all the remaining octants. Then the next point is 2, 2. So, I will find out the 2, 2. Then I will replicate all the points in the next octant. Then I have find the 3, 1, right. So, I will replicate that 3, 1 into the octant, right. So, in this way you can see here we are forming a circle over here. You can see here we are forming a circle, that is if you are drawing a line passing through these points, then it will make a circle, right. So, in this way we are just finding only 4 points, right. This, then this point we have find, this point we have find, and this point we have find. All other points are replicated by using this octant symmetry property. So, no need to find out this rest of the points, we are just finding this half of the points and we are replicating that points. Okay. So, where we have to stop? Whenever your x is greater than y, now here you can see that x is greater than y, that is in this x is less than y. So, you take the next step, then 1 is less than 3, you are going ahead, 2 is equal to 2, that is x is equal to 2, you are going ahead. Now, you can see that your x is greater than 1, right. So, means 3 is greater than 1. So, you have to stop here. So, in this way we are drawing a circle by using Circle-Bresenham's algorithm. So, in this I have explained you the steps, that is how that formulation comes, right. So, I have explained all the formulation, mathematical formulation for that Bresenham's algorithm, then what are the steps, and I am explaining it with an example. So, this is what a Bresenham circle drawing algorithm we have seen. So, today we will stop here. Thank you all of you.